Weight loss drugs seem to be everywhere these days. You've heard the names, Ozempic and Wegovy, game-changer drugs, promising big results, but carrying a big price tag. And now a new study is suggesting these drugs that cost many Americans more than $1,000 per month can be manufactured for as little as $1. And that's with the company still making a profit. Joining us now, the senator calling on drug makers to change that. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Senator, it's great to have you with us. Thanks so much for taking the time. I know fair drug pricing is something you are very passionate about. What's your reaction to this study?
My reaction to the study is that Novo Nordisk has got to substantially lower the price they're charging Americans for two reasons. Number one, you're going to have millions of Americans who are dealing with diabetes, dealing with obesity, not being able to afford this medicine that could really help them. And number two, Anna, if we don't get a handle on this price, Medicare and Medicaid are going to be spending enormous sums of money, which are going to fall back on the taxpayers of this country. Bottom line is, Novo Nordisk should not be charging us over $1,000 for this product a month when they're charging people in Germany $59, charging people in Canada $155. The American people, in my view, no matter what your political view may be, are sick and tired of being ripped off by drug companies and paying the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, including Ozempic.
So why does Novo Nordisk, in your opinion, charge so much more for Americans to get this drug?
I know exactly why, and so does everybody else. Throughout the entire world, there are national health programs, which, by the way, in most cases guarantee health care to all of their people, and they sit down and they negotiate with the drug companies. And they say, you know what, you can't charge us any price you want. Let's sit down and talk about a reasonable price. Here in the United States, until last year, you had the insane situation where the drug companies could charge any price they wanted for any reason. And right now, by the way, many of the new cancer drugs, other important drugs coming onto the market are costing $200,000, $300,000 a year for treatment. So bottom line is, what the United States has got to do is what countries around the world do, is start negotiating prices with the industry. Second of all, let's not kid ourselves. The pharmaceutical industry is enormously powerful. They have over 1,800 well-paid lobbyists in Washington, D.C. right now, former leaders of the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. They're very nonpartisan. They will give money to anybody. Second of all, they put a whole lot of money into campaign contributions. So we are taking on one of the most powerful, greedy forces in Washington. And by the way, the drug companies made huge profits last year, as they always do. So it's quite a fight. But I think it's important that we engage this and that we win it.
We reached out to Novo Nordisk, the company behind Ozempic and Wegovy specifically, and they told us in part this: it's easy to oversimplify the science that goes into understanding disease and developing and producing new treatments, as well as the intricacies of U.S. and global healthcare systems. However, the public debate doesn't always take into account this extremely complex reality. We are proud of the work our scientists have done to advance treatment of chronic diseases to improve lives. We remain committed to working with policymakers to advance solutions to ensure access and affordability for all patients. And they go on to say the majority of U.S. patients covered by commercial health plans pay $25 or less a month for their prescriptions. What's your response to that?
My response is two ways. First of all, they should be proud of their scientists to have developed a very important drug. Second of all, while people who have good insurance may end up not paying a whole lot for their product, the truth is that insurance costs in the United States are enormously high. And the reason is insurance companies have to pay top dollar for these products. Thirdly, there are a lot of people in America who are underinsured or have no insurance at all, and they are forced to pay list prices. So yes, we do have a very complicated and broken prescription drug pricing system in America. But at the end of the day, there remains no reason why we are paying over 10 times more for this product than people in other countries. And this is something the committee, the health committee that I chair, is going to take a very hard look at.
Hey everyone, MSNBC has a new and improved app. You'll get real-time alerts and analysis, live blogs, in-depth essays, video highlights, and the best 2024 election coverage. Download the new MSNBC app. Here's how to do it. You tap on the App Store on your phone. You hit search on the bottom right corner. You type in MSNBC. You click on the MSNBC app. You click on Get or the cloud icon and enjoy it.